Alrighty, here is video review for Leader Class Dragonstorm from Transformers The Last Night. I know, it's a little out of nowhere, it's a little behind. I just managed to pick one up cheap recently on sale and figured I'd check him out. And he's actually pretty fun. He's not the best Transformer figure ever in the whole wide world, by any means. But there's some neat things going on, and we'll show him off. First off, real quick one, he is a dragon. He's formed from Stormrain and Dragonicus. Are the two knights' names in the movie. I think he was conformed by like 13 original knights or something. I don't remember. But he is a dragon. His tail's got a little bit of movement in it. You can pose it, kind of saw blade looking tail. You can move the legs and the forearms at both the elbows and down here, and there's ankle tilts down here in dragon mode. You can get him into kind of a crouchy four-legged pose, but it doesn't necessarily look the best. And if you want to, it looks weird if you get the legs all the way, the front paws all the way flat. If you stand them up on the tips of them, you can kind of get him into a more of a classic four-legged dragon pose, but you know, it doesn't look great. It looks like he's intended to be standing up on his larger hind legs. This wing's a little loose, but that's easily fixed with some nail polish or floor polish or whatever. But the heads are all the jaws open and close on all the heads. There's like neck hinges and all the stuff, because these are the arms. You can see the hands hiding underneath here a lot. On all three of the heads. All three of the heads become arms, which is kind of cool. So there's a little bit of asymmetry in the guys as well. And just to give you an idea of how big he is, here's Studio Series Voyager Optimus next to the combined mode. He's got a big mace on his back. And the thing is, there's two swords that store under the wings. This is Stormrain's weapon, and the two swords go to Dragonicus. But if you want to, you could just give each one of them a sword and not have this sitting on the back of the dragon, and just store the swords under the wings. You could just give them no weapons and hide them all. But the swords at least kind of hide under the wings. This one just kind of sits along the spine like that and looks weird. But it's there. And the transformation is, like I said, it's a little nifty and not super complex, all things considered. So we'll take the weapons off, and then we'll come here, and basically we're going to pull this whole middle dude out. So to bring the legs out to the side here, kind of fold them down, fold the tail piece up into here, into that leg, and bring this one down. And then we're just going to kind of split the torso of the dragon mode here. Once that's done, this dude just lifts right out. This section, this is Stormrain. This section of the dragon comes right out. And now we've got the two robots separated. And from here, we just lift this up a little bit. I believe these go this way. Bring this knee all the way up and snap it into place. Flip up the toes here on the feet. And then rotate this torso, or the body, this way. Yeah, this way. Yeah, so the peg hole bit here is in the back, and it's more solid in the front. And then this whole assembly right here rotates like this. You can see his robot mode head there. Go ahead and flip this arm out. Lift this up. These pauldrons are just friction pinned on. You can see it's just plastic over a hinge, so they do tend to pop off on both of them, so just be aware of that. We'll bring this down, and then bring this whole side assembly here down as you bring the arm out. And then turn his head around to face the front. And then, so you brought it down at this hinge, and then you're going to fold it up at this hinge right here. Just like that, to bring his arm up. This piece just kind of folds into his back. You just bring that arm down. This piece kind of doesn't really peg in. There is a little clip and a little ridge here that kind of go together, but they don't, it just kind of sits there. They don't snap. It doesn't snap into place or anything. It just kind of sits in that clip. Rotate his arm forward, and then flip out his fist like that on one side. And then over here, open up this panel on his forearm and rotate the fist out and the dragon head back up to the underside of his arm. And then close that panel up. And the dragon head just kind of sits there. I guess you could give him a dragon head arm if you wanted. And then fold this pauldron down against his shoulder. And there is Stormrain. And we'll give him his mace, or flail, or whatever you want to call it. stand him up like that. And then we'll come over here to Dragonicus. Actually, let's put him over here so we have more room, because Dragonicus right now is a lot of floppy parts. So bring this down. You got to bring the arms up. You can go ahead and flip his robot mode head up out of here. But this whole assembly is going to rotate in. This is going to be one arm. And you want to make sure to take the dragon arm and fold it all the way up. It should fold. Sometimes it'll stop about right here, but you want to clip it all the way up so it folds straight up into the body like that. And they do the same on this side. And this is the one that takes a little bit more force, I've found. It could just be my copy of it, but this one takes a little bit more force to snap it up all the way up at the elbow. We just hide those inside the body, like that. And then once the head's up, you can flip the torso together like that, with the arms set up. Now he has both dragon head arms, and they're going to transform the same way they did on Stormrain when we get to him here in a minute. Then take his waist pieces and bring them up together and clip them together. And you want to get them up into the body like that, and then they'll peg together down here as well, kind of. And then again, like I said, we're going to take the arms and do just like we did over on Stormrain and flip his fists out. And then on the legs, untab this white piece, or the lightish gray piece here, so you can extend the leg down like that. And same over here, straighten it all out like that. Make sure this stays together. And up in the body like that, snap it all in, and then rotate it at the thigh swivel. So the dragon toes go to the back, these become his knees, and then there's some little feet you can flip out here. I can get my hands on them there we go. And then bring his arms down, like this, and then the wings can kind of collapse and fold up onto his back like this. Just use all the hinges. You can store the swords on his back in these peg holes where they stored in dragon mode. Or you can give him, again, you can give one to each and get rid of that big weapon that Stormrain had. But according to the instructions, he gets both swords. Stormrain gets the big flail. And they can be knights together, defending the realm as both knight and dragon. Basic articulation, I think this is on a ball joint, but very limited due to the shape of his helmet. But it can look around. You got dual hinged shoulders. The whole torso segment wobbles a little bit. It would lock together a little better if that actually clipped in, but whatever. Do have bicep swivel, hinged elbows, no wrist swivel. There is a waist swivel on him. Dual hinged hips, and then knees, and then no real toe articulation there. And for Dragonicus, hold on, let me get, there we go. Didn't have his legs flat. Same thing with the head, ball joint, but limited due to the shape of the helmet. Ball joint at the shoulder, at least on him. Bicep swivel, hinge elbow, no wrist swivel, no waist swivel on him because of the way those pieces tab, but dual joint hips, thigh swivel. He does have dual hinge knees because of the way they collapse, so that's a little nice. And you get there is a ball joint there on the foot of the dragon, so you get a little bit of range of motion, but not really anything useful for robot mode. Maybe for some wider stances a little bit, but yeah. But not too bad looking knights. They're kind of cool looking. Limited posability. They're a little chunkier. They're a little simpler than some of the others, certainly than some of the Studio Series figures. But not bad for Transformers. Like I said, the kind of cool dragon, cool knight modes. You do have some, like, he's got the big wings on the back. He's got kind of like just the butt of the dragon hanging off of him there. But, oh well. And then again with Voyager Optimus, Studio Series Optimus. There they are. And again, they're a little simpler. They're a little chunkier than Optimus. I don't know if they're going to get around to doing Dragonstorm in the Studio Series, because rumors are looking like the Studio Series is turning into kind of a 86 movie line, which, like, Leader Dinobots, which seems really cool. So we'll see how that comes out next year. But looking forward to those. But yeah, there is Dragonstorm from Transformers The Last Knight. A little bit of a retro review, as I just found him cheap and decided, hey, you know what? That's cheap enough that I'm willing to check him out. With that done, how's everybody doing here? Feeling all right? Doing okay? Staying indoors, wearing your mask, being safe, being careful. Be happy. I don't know. I'm feeling a little under the weather today, and I don't think it's coronavirus. I don't think it's anything to worry about, but just a little down. Been a long couple of weeks at work, and just, you know, I hope you all are doing well. I hope everybody's safe and happy, and I hope your families are safe and happy, and I hope you're not going too stir crazy with under restrictions. I hope you're not going too unstir crazy and disobeying restrictions and getting sick. I hope you all are out there avoiding it and doing the best you can to stay safe and healthy and enjoying yourself as much as you can right now. I know it's weird. It's weird for me to be sitting here talking like this, and I know the whole situation is weird. I think it's all going to be okay in the end. It's just going to be rough for a while. So yeah. But yeah, take it easy, and we'll see you soon. I don't know what's next on the docket. A lot of people are getting Scorponok and Skylinks and some of those, and when those come in stock, I will have them. But right now, these are the last guys currently inbound on the docket of what I have scheduled for review. Hopefully, it won't be too long. There's some stuff coming soon, I hope. But I don't have any firm ETAs. So like I said, until I see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy yourselves. And thanks for watching as always.